Imagine, a word so simple, yet so profound. When John Lennon penned this song in 1971, he created more than just a melody. He wrote a vision, a utopian dream of a world united in peace. But what's the story behind this anthem of hope? And how has it endured for over 5 decades, still holding deep relevance today? Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the story of Imagine, how it came to be, its deeper meanings, and the controversy surrounding its utopian message. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see how John Lennon's dream is still shaping the world around us. In 1971, Lennon was at a crossroads. He was no longer just the former Beatle, but a solo artist with something to prove. His marriage to Yoko Ono was intensifying, his activism growing, and his feelings about the world around him were in turmoil. The Vietnam War was raging, civil rights movements were fighting for justice, and the world seemed torn apart by conflict. Yoko Ono, his wife, was instrumental in helping shape Lennon's vision during this time. The two of them were deeply involved in peace activism, with their iconic bed-in protests, calling for an end to the war. But it was in the midst of this chaos that Lennon wrote the song that would define his post-Beatles career. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us, only sky. At first glance, the song seemed simple, but it's much more than just a plea for world peace. It's a challenge to the very structures that divide us. Lennon was calling for a world without borders, without possessions, and perhaps most controversially, without religion. At its core, Imagine is a call for unity, a vision of a world where all the things that divide humanity, religion, politics, materialism, are stripped away. Lennon believed that by imagining a world without these divisions, we could create a more harmonious existence. But there's more to it than just peace. Lennon himself admitted that the song was, in some ways, a challenge for people to look beyond their differences and imagine a new way of living. He once said, "I don't believe in killing, and I don't believe in war. I don't believe in all that stuff." He wanted people to imagine a life free from these constraints. Of course, a song as bold as Imagine didn't come without its critics. The song's vision of a world without religion and possessions struck a nerve with many, including some of Lennon's own fans. In particular, the line, "Imagine there's no heaven," sparked outrage in religious communities. For some, this was seen as sacrilegious. It's easy to forget now, but in 1971, those words were revolutionary, possibly even controversial. Yet, Lennon never intended to attack religion directly. He later clarified that he wasn't asking people to give up their faith, but simply to imagine a world where religious differences didn't create conflict. He also faced criticism from critics who saw the song's message as too idealistic. People argued that imagining a perfect world was naive, and the challenges of achieving such a world were insurmountable. Fast forward to today, and Imagine has become an anthem for peace and hope. Its message resonates just as strongly, if not more so. In today's world of political division, climate change, and social unrest, from being sung at political rallies to being used at memorial services, Imagine has continued to inspire. In fact, it's hard to find an iconic moment of peace in modern history without the song playing in the background. Some even argue that the song's power lies in its simplicity. It's not asking for radical revolution. It's simply asking us to imagine, to dream of a world where we aren't bound by the things that tear us apart. And maybe, just maybe, if we all imagine together, we might find a way to get closer to that world. John Lennon once said, "A dream you dream alone is only a dream. A dream you dream together is reality." And that's what Imagine is all about. It's a dream, yes, but it's a dream shared by millions around the world. As we continue to face the challenges of our time, the message of Imagine serves as both a reminder and a call to action, to dream of a better world, and to work towards making it real. Imagine all the people living life in peace. So the next time you hear that iconic melody, take a moment to think about the world Lennon imagined and, maybe, just maybe, take a step toward making it a reality. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me in the comments, what does your imagined world look like? Until next time, stay inspired.